Takes us out of our comfort zone, doesn't it?
Massively. I haven't spoken about his birth in so long.
We're here for you. We got it.
We got to the hospital at about 2:30. By 3 o'clock, we were in triage on a monitor with a midwife running down the corridor with his CTG results, trying to find a surgeon to take me down for a C-section. His heart rate had skyrocketed. He was not in a good way, but even they weren't expecting what was about to happen. By 3:20, I was in theatre, and by 4:20 he was born. Not long after, a midwife came back in and told us that Roman wasn't breathing, that he was with the NICU team, and that he was going on to a ventilator and being taken up. About 4 hours later, we got sat down by a consultant and were told we would be lucky if he would make it to the end of the week.
Jesus.
And I went numb. And it was, so tough hearing those words. They then told us that if by some miracle he did survive, that he would be severely disabled for life. So right there, our whole idea that we had of what it would be like having our child and everything that we could do with them was just shattered, and we had no idea what we were going to be expecting. So we were in NICU for a total of 16 days, and I went in and he's there, and they explained to us that he was hypoglycemic. His brain, they suspected, had severe damage from a lack of oxygen. Some of his organs were failing, so his kidneys, his bladder wouldn't work. He had no suck or gag reflex, so he was on a tube completely, and he was having seizures. So we had a whole host of stuff to deal
How
with.
do you digest that, not only as a first-time mum, but when you see your baby for the first time and they give you all of that information, you can't process that.
No, and I didn't really know how to take it all in. I didn't really know what I was going to be expecting. They didn't know what we were going to be expecting. The part that got me the most being in there was he opened his eyes when I was at his bedside.
Oh.
And he was looking directly at me. And they were only open for about a minute, and then he shut them again, and that was the last time he opened his eyes for a week. A couple of days later, I was able to hold him for the first time. He was going through something called therapeutic cooling. So because of the brain damage, they cooled his body down to, I think it was 34 degrees, and basically to prevent his brain from getting any more damage. He had that, and then he was warmed back up afterwards. It set hours and everything. So I was holding him on this mat with like 3 layers between me and him, all these ventilators, all these tubes, everything under the sun. I had everything taped to me to keep it in place. He then got transferred to TCW before we got discharged home. At 6 months old, Roman was diagnosed with quad limb cerebral palsy. So he's got it affecting arms, legs, whole body essentially. And he was also diagnosed with epilepsy. Over the last 2 years, possibly even 2.5 years, Roman's seizures have got progressively worse, to the point that he's now drug resistant to his medications, and we're having to look at alternative treatments to actually be able to control them.
Oh gosh.
His seizures have got bad to the point that he's had to be intubated and put under general anaesthetic just for them to be able to stop the seizure. We've had seizures lasting upwards of 2 to 4 hours with multiple medications having to be given. He will stop breathing and lose his airway. So it's
Scary.
any symptoms that he has that we don't know about that he has to live with. With him being non-verbal, he can't tell us if he's got a headache or if he's feeling dizzy or if anything's wrong. So we don't know how much he actually suffers with it.
Yeah. But I'm just so pleased he's doing well. Obviously, he's here today.
He's doing better than I think anybody ever expected him to. He still has obviously a lot of delays. He requires obviously the equipment to sort of live daily. But he is doing so good. He's got so much determination. He puts his all into everything, and he just loves being involved.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter what it is we're doing, as long as he's involved, he's happy.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing all of that, and then we look forward to supporting you, Roman, and the family, and getting the support that he deserves and watch him thrive.
Yes, definitely.
After meeting with Roman yesterday, we can see that he's a bright and brave little boy, and hearing everything that he's facing really brings home just how important it is to get the right support in place. And that's exactly why we're here today with Reese, the barefoot runner, a great friend of the Free Mums Foundation, who has taken on an incredible challenge to make that support possible. And this is Reese. Tell us exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, so on the 25th of April, I'll be running the Smuggler's Way coast to coast, but I'll be doing it completely barefoot. It's roughly a 37-mile mixed terrain trail race from the north coast of Boscastle straight down to the south coast of the Loop. This is all to support and help raise vital funds for the Free Mums Foundation. The money we raise from this challenge will be used to provide Roman with a mixture of therapies and family support. And between now and April, we'll be doing fundraisers and events to raise awareness of why we're doing such a tough challenge. This challenge I'll be attempting will likely take between 6 to 8 hours, and it will test my resilience to the absolute limit. But what I'll face on the day of the race is only a glimpse of the strength Roman and his family show every single day. Their courage, resilience and love are what truly inspires this effort, and I hope this challenge can help honour the weight of what they're going through.